Hello, my name is Kip Harridge. I'm the founder, publisher, editor of the top performing Vertical Research Advisory, or VRA, which I founded in 2003. You may have seen my work on sites like Zero Hedge or the Gateway Pundit. You may have even heard me on national radio with USA Radio, or see me on Newsmax TV. The VRA has beaten the S&P 500 14 of 15 years. Since 2014, we have 2,413% net gains, and the current portfolio is up 897%. These are our current holdings, which works out to 69% average gain per position. Very quickly, my background has been 15 years on Wall Street. I've now spent 18 years off Wall Street, so 33 years in the business. Managed quite a bit of money for the wealthy and for their companies. Took 7 companies public, raised several $100 million for them. I had great mentors. Ted Parsons, Michael Metz taught me the importance of both fundamental research and technical analysis. I have to stress, I see today, in today's investment world, I see very few investment gurus, if you will, that understand the importance of fundamental research, understanding balance sheets, understanding how the markets work, how companies work, understanding the importance of getting to know CEOs of companies and the management teams, having conversations, going to events. I don't see a lot of this anymore. I see a lot of day traders. I see a lot of guys that are just very attached to technical analysis, which I also do, and I believe in it a great deal. But fundamental research is far more important. I believe it always will be if you really want to crush the markets. If you just want to beat the markets by a few percent each year, or if you want to day trade, I'm probably not for you. That is not my style. I don't do that. However, if you want to find great companies, be on the right side of the market, maybe I am your guy. I also was taught the importance of understanding the psychology of the markets. The markets work almost like the ocean, waves coming in, waves coming out. A lot of that's based on psychology and being a contrarian investor. I've been a student of this for decades now, and this is what I teach my clients. I left Wall Street in 1999, right at the dot-com highs. Got my clients out of the market, saved them more than $20 million in losses they would have had. Again, I founded the VRA in 2003, now in our 15th year. Beat the markets in 14 of 15 years, 2,413% net gain since 2014. Let me show you quickly the market forecasts and predictions, if you will, that I've made. Now, these are all documented. We back up everything on our site. All of our updates are saved and archived, and you'll find this in there if you want to go back and check. In 2003, in my second ever update, my newsletter, I recommended gold, silver, and the miners. That was the very bottom. And we recommended gold at about $350 an ounce, silver at $5 an ounce. And the mining stocks are recommended. We've had more than 3,000% in net gains. This is really an area that I'm pretty good at. 2004, I recommended the Chinese Miracle, made a lot of money in Chinese stocks as they soared. 2006, I started warning everyone about the housing top and the housing crisis that could be around the corner. Was able to get clients a position so they weren't hit hard by the financial crisis. Actually, in August of 2008, recommended clients shorting stocks. We made a fortune in the financial crisis as the crash took place. In December of 2008, right at the bottom for the miners. We bought the miners at the lows. We had 1,200% gains, and this is my best profit per stock. We had 1,200% profit in a company called Ivanhoe Mines, and that we made that in 9 months. In March of 2009, I called the market bottom to the exact day within about 5 minutes. No, it's not that I'm Nostradamus or any kind of magician, but when I saw that the U.S. government was removing the need for banks to mark their holdings to market, that told me the lows were in place. We were positioned exactly the right way. I've been long-term bullish since February 2011, been on the right side of the market, called the global reflation trade in January of 2016. That marked the beginning of what we're seeing now in global bull markets. In December 2015, I called the bottom in precious metals and miners once again on the first Fed rate hike. In 2015, I began predicting a Trump victory. That was one of my better calls, and also one of my most fun calls to make. What a president this guy has been so far. What a breath of fresh air for this country entirely. In 2016, I wrote I finished it just about a month after the election. I finished my book, Crash Proof Prosperity, Becoming Wealthy in the Age of Trump, where I predicted also the Trump bull market we're experiencing right now. Today, again, the VRE portfolio has current gains of 897% in our 12 recommended stocks. I never recommend more than 10 to 12 stocks at any one time. Yes, I believe in diversification. I do not believe in over-diversification. It's hard to make a lot of money, even if you have 50 stocks in your portfolio and one of them gets bought out and you have a 200% gain. Your portfolio doesn't budge very much. Again, if you're looking to just beat the market by a little bit or tie the market every year, I'm really not your guy. I am aggressive. I take aggressive positions, but based in research, based in my VRA system, which I'll tell you about in just a minute. So we've got, right now, an average gain per position of 69% in the VRA portfolio. The VRA, what is the VRA and how do we put up these returns? First of all, I believe, and I know most of my competitors out there today, I believe we're the most unique investment letter on the market today. We don't have 5 or 10 different newsletters with 5 or 10 different recommendations and market views that are just confusing. They're really designed to take your money. I don't believe in that. We have one newsletter. It's called the Vertical Research Advisory. I'm the only writer. I'm the only publisher. I've got a great staff. I've got junior writers on my staff, including my son. Tyler Harris is working with me now. But we speak with one voice. You know exactly how we feel. We are not uncertain about our views. I'm also not a day trader. Again, I have nothing against day trading. It's just not my style. What I do is use the VRA system to target, first of all, what's the market direction? Are we in a bull market or a bear market? If we're in a bull market, I like to buy stocks. If we're in a bear market, I like to short stocks. Yes, we do it all here. Again, as I said, pretty unique approach. I find the best stocks, the best ETFs based on the VRA system. I developed the VRA system over 33 years. It is proprietary. No one else has it. It combines fundamental and technical research and analysis. I also use volume analysis, something very few people use today, and I think it gives me a big edge. It's my personal opinion. And also use investor sentiment. Very important to understand, again, the psychology of investors and the sentiment that's in the market at any given time. I also believe in letting the trend be your friend. If an investment is above the 200-day moving average, I'm interested. If an investment's below the 200-day moving average, I'm not very interested. Again, that's the power of some simple but very effective technical analysis. I believe in finding the hottest sectors that are about to break out. We then find the best opportunities within those sectors, and we like to hold our gains, let our winners ride, and sell our losers when they need to be sold. The VRA system is made up of 12 different screens. I don't act on a recommendation unless at least 80% of those screens line up. I also, and this is what I believe also gives us that edge that our clients like a great deal. We have thousands of clients all over the world. I'm able to discover small and mid-cap, what I call story stocks. These are growth stocks that are just coming into their own. And the reason I like to have 2 or 3 of these in the portfolio is this is where the big money, the big gains come from. If you can find a stock that has the potential where it goes up 500 to 1,000% or more, that's a game changer, right? That's how you really pad your retirement account. And again, as I say, I am aggressive. I never apologize for that. I'm very upfront about that. But I also believe you can be aggressive and minimize your risk. This is the way I manage my portfolio, and it's the way I tell others to manage theirs. My minimum target before I even act on a particular stock or investment is 50%. If we can't get at least 50% in profits from a specific ETF or a stock, I'll just move on because there are too many opportunities where you can do that. Again, I just don't act unless those opportunities are there. Today, the VRA portfolio has gains of 81%, 48%, 53%, 162%, 33%, 27%, and 37%. Again, these are our current holdings. To wrap, if you join the VRA, you get our VRA special reports. I have 3 of them. How to make a fortune in precious metals and miners, the one energy stock to own for 1,000% plus gains, and my newest home run, which I believe is the next great security company. They have a weapons detection system, which could be in schools, concert halls, arenas, malls, universities, hospitals, everything in just the next few years. I think this is going to be grand slam. We already have about a 50% gain in it and just recommended it very, very recently. You also get, of course, the VRE Core Portfolio. It's a complete listing of all recommended stocks and ETFs, along with archived portfolio as well. Then every day, you get a VRA email update from me in the morning when the market opens. Every week, you get at least 5 updates. Many times, it's 10 updates or so. And I tell you exactly what to do. Clear, specific investing recommendations. When to buy, when to sell, and take profits. It's very important to know when to buy a stock. It's more important to know when to sell a stock. So come and join us now. We got a great community here. We're crushing the markets. You can join us now for 2 free weeks. See if the VRA is right for you or not. Again, my name is Kip Harridge. Thank you for watching today, and hope to have the opportunity of working with you.